24,150 hens. Our chicken empire is officially growing, and it's growing completely out of hand. Yeah, we're going to be pushing it even further to build a massive streamlined production line. But we have a major problem. Out of our 6 barns, one of them has gone completely rogue. This rebellious coop flat out refuses to math when it comes to the eggs. Am I getting the eggs? Are they going to the ether? And this just disrupts our daily chore routine, so it's getting demolished. To survive December and scale up our operations, we're knocking this failure down, then we're gonna drop massive new greenhouse complex, and we're gonna stock up on hundreds of new chicks. But to manage thousands of hens without losing our minds, we need a better tracking system. That's where our 2 new secret weapons come in. The animal display mod and the production info HUD. Let's head to bed and see what December brings. Hopefully wealth, and let's get this chaos under control. So as you can see, we don't have a lot of money. So when I realized I had to go home to go to bed, I didn't know what to buy for transportation, so I got this cool little Aprilia. It's not bad, but for now, maybe I should turn it off. There. Right now, I'm just going to go to bed, and I'll see you all in December. Hopefully, we have enough money to go through with some of our plans. All right, up and at 'em, soldiers. Let's head back to the farm. Now, there are a couple additional things I want to get done today. Namely, I want to go back to the basics. We're chicken purists, right? So I think it's time to start thinking about replacing maybe our cricket enterprise and mushroom enterprise with some productions that fall more in line with what a chicken purist would do. Maybe something like soups or something like that. You can see we have a lot of money. We woke up with a lot of money. We could easily put up a new barn. But before we do that, what I want to do is do the morning chores, collect the eggs, go to the merchant to see how much money we have. At that point, we may begin selling our cricket farms and maybe even the mushroom greenhouse to see how much total money we can have. We're going to need more than 400,000 to grow how we want to grow. Holy cow. Can you believe it? We're not even done with collecting the eggs, and we already have almost 50,000 eggs. Didn't I just yesterday set it as a goal to collect 100,000 eggs for morning chores? We might have to revise that goal. This is crazy. Let's go to the merchant and see what 50,000 eggs brings. Okay, well, I'm not going to wish for big money. This can be nothing else but big money. Yeah, $205,000, $207,000 for one load. We're not even done. Now, just for reference, I did pick up the eggs at the yellow chicken coop. I know, we're going to demolish it today, but I still have a need to know. So that spawn point was empty when I left. We're going to go back now and check to see if there are any eggs on it. And if so, of course, we're going to collect them. But my thoughts are there probably won't be any on the spawn point. To me, it seems to make up its own mind on when it wants to release the eggs, which is unfortunate for us. It makes it very unreliable, like my driving. Yeah, see, there's nothing there. So, and I'm sure in a couple hours there'll be like 6,000 more eggs there. I can't work like that, so that's getting handled today. Now with this eggs factor barn, oh, by the way, I named all the barns. So let's bring up the HUD, the mods that I put in, and I can explain them now so you'll know what, I can explain them now so that you'll know what you're looking at later on when they become important in our gameplay. Okay, see, this one right here is the animals mod. It's the, God, what was that called? Animals display mod. And you can see I got 6 different chicken barns on there. We got Cluckingham Palace. That's the original barn. They're the most noble, right? Because they're the OGs. And then the Egg Files. That's the barn we're going in now. I called that one the Egg Files because it's a mysterious barn. It doesn't take straw, yet it still produces manure. And then, of course, the yellow barn, we have to call that flock off because I feel that's kind of its attitude when it comes to giving up the eggs. So now we don't have to go into the menu to see what's going on. We can see the population of each of the chicken barns. Right now, we're at 700 on Poultrygeist and Mother Cluckers. Yesterday, if you remember, we ended at 450 apiece. So now it's really easy to see how fast the Giga Chick Ranch is growing. And then there's another portion to the mod, which I won't be using as often, but it's very helpful. I'm going to load up these eggs before I show you what that one is. But that one's super awesome, handy for a complex operation. I don't think I'm close enough, am I? Okay. So what I do is I press F9, just like that, and that locks my screen so I can use my cursor. And this eye makes it visible. So I turn it off when I don't want it, and I turn it on. Then when I right click on this wrench, I can go down here and put in the production info HUD. And I'll click on that again. And I have this. Now I don't like exactly where it's at, so I'm gonna move it to where I want it. And now when I toggle between visibility and invisibility, that's where these things will show up. So let me unlock the screen again so I can move it around. There. I'll lock it now so I can show you. This tracks literally everything. The list is so long, and I'll explain to you right quick. So this right here is the product. Crickets or the food or the straw. Yellow means that production consumes it. Green means that production produces it. However, there's a neat little trick to it. If we drill down, click on one of these entries, let's do straw. Now all we see is straw. So the Egg Files and Manure Factory use straw. The Egg Files uses 145 liters of straw that I can't put in it. The Manure Factory, it uses 8,000 liters of straw an hour. You go through this list, and it gives you the production of straw and the use of straw. So at the end, you can see that every hour we're losing 6,000 liters of straw. That's a way easier way to look at things than going through the menu all the time. And this then will tell us, how much straw we need to have on hand in order to keep this operation going. One thing I picked up from this is we have a long way to go if we want to survive on just greenhouses, which is why we're adding the massive greenhouse section today. So we make, according to this, 2,700 liters of straw an hour, and we're using way more than that. So we can always shut this thing off. If we shut off the Manure Factory, then we would have an abundance of straw. And speaking of manure, this will be very handy in tracking manure too. So you see that the greenhouses produce manure, 1,000 an hour. The used manure, 1,000 an hour. The Manure Factory produces 5,200, and you got all these other entries. At the end of the day, we have a surplus of 3,800 liters of manure per hour. So yeah, it gets a little overwhelming. It can be. I don't like to keep that one up. Listen to me talk like I've been using this for ages. I don't care to keep that one up just because it can get overwhelming. I can get too hyper-focused on it. But I'll keep the tracker on for sure. That way I know how many chickens we have and what to expect. And then I can just use the other one as a reference when I'm making decisions. I wish I knew how to drive better, huh? Oh, let's go by the yellow barn now just to see. Maybe after all that gabbing, they let out their extra eggs. Oh, that production thing will also track eggs, in case that's important. I prefer the surprise. See, now it let it out. Now we are almost an hour after I first collected the eggs. Are these all of them? I don't know, but we need efficiency. We need to streamline. We can't be checking on this all the time for more eggs. All right, come on, get on there. I'll meet you at the merchant. Okay, let's get a ton of money. So 37 plus, that's 41,000 more. So we got 248,000 just in eggs today. That's incredible, man. All right, so I think now is I think it's a good time to at least get rid of the cricket farms. We'll keep the mills because they're full of crickets and still making flour, but we're going to get rid of the farms right now, and we're also going to get rid of that greenhouse. So here we are, no more cricket farms, no more greenhouse, and almost $1 million to work with. I say it's time that we start building things. I think I'm going to start with greenhouses. Now let's focus on this rogue chicken coop. I don't even care if it's out of eggs. It's got to be gone. Oh, you know what? We have to sell the chickens first. Can't sell the barn with the chickens in it. This is the part I don't like. When I have to sell chickens, again though, I'm just going to justify it in my head by saying we're going to buy the same ones right back from the dealer when we put up the new chicken barn. Man, there were a lot of chickens in here. Okay, let's make her go away. Now, wow, that is an empty farm. I say we fill it up. Let's put in a chicken coop, the kind that we like. There we go. Now notice this one I'm putting in precisely the correct way. No overlap at all. Even though I know it wasn't overlap now. That messed with the straw acceptance. I went into the XML files. I found what was there. And it was the remnant of the old pallet storage barn that was there. Oh, we can't put that. And I deleted it, but we're still having issues. So we'll take care of that later on. I have an idea for that as well. And that should do it for that. Now we have 7 barns. Wow. Now we just got to go through and put some chickens in all of them and name them so we know what they are. You see how that house just showed up right there, the chicken fattening house on the HUD? I can see that's the new one. I need some new names. If you have any chicken pun ideas for names, put it in the comments. Because this is not the last time that we're going to do this. What's wrong? Am I missing something? Why can I not purchase hens? Oh, I'm in the wrong barn. This one's already full. We are in, see in the lower right portion of the screen, we are in Cluckingham Palace, so I guess we got to go way to the other end. And I'm not going to put a lot of chickens in to any barn we build from now on because they reproduce so fast. Like yesterday, Mother Cluckers had 450 and now they have 700. I mean, that's money to, if I were to buy enough hens to go up to 700, that's money we need for other things. One of the other things we need is we need to get, what kind do we put in here? Let's do these. Okay, so now I should have, thought we had 7 houses. See, it's getting too big for its own britches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, where's the house? 1, 2, 3, 7. We had 5. Oh yeah, no, that works out. All I got to do is change that HUD so it displays the other ones as well. So what I'm going to do now is I need a vehicle with which I can transport the manure back and forth. And I have decided that I'm going to stick with just the transport method and skip the scoop, at least for now, because the idea is growth and we don't want to limit ourselves. So hang in there and let me show what I come up with. All right, so this is what I come up with. Transtar 2, with the tipper in the back, but we got to get going. We got to get that manure over there right now because well, for one, we don't have any, and for two, we have chickens. I got to move the manure pits because we got extra barns now, so I got to add and replace those. By the way, I took out a loan for this. Our loan was down to $45,000, so why is there only 217 liters of manure in there? Well, okay, we do have to go in the menu then. I was trying to avoid that, but straw and manure. Is it oh, it's distributing it. Oh, that's why. I thought we had to haul it. Well, I got a beautiful truck for no reason then, don't I? Well, we are here to make the money, so. These are not distributed. I'm sure of that. The pits. Oh, I gotta do something with that seed too. Let's collect what's in these. Wow, that's quick. Oh, you can collect right from the barn, it looks like. There we go. When I knock these down, the manure that's in them will disappear. So I want to make sure that we have all the manure before we knock these down, because we have to redesign the whole thing. If you'll notice the HUD, I've changed that to display the new chicken barns. One of them I called the Ritz-Cluckton, and the other one, you guys the name. What can you call? I can't think all cleverly like that all the time. I need a barn name for the chickens. Put it in the comments. That would be awesome. It says it's empty. You know what? I give up on chicken barns. If they got some, they got some. If they don't, they don't. All right, I'm going to rework the whole manure pit thing, and then I'll be back. So it looks like the fertilizer plants are actively stealing manure. So we have to rebuild them. We're going to lose the manure that's inside, but I don't want them stealing manure. It makes the job easier, but then I can't put enough manure in the greenhouse. So I'm going to put up new fertilizer on production points right now. So I'm putting the fertilizer plants right here so that we have room to expand in this direction. This way we can, if we need more in the future, we're not cramped ever again. So there, we'll replace the 2 there, and we'll have a deficit of manure for a minute, but we'll catch up. I'm going to leave them off so that the current manure production can go directly to all the greenhouses because they desperately need it. I just moved the 2 fertilizer barns. I was experiencing the vacuum effect that I was talking about yesterday, where they just suck the manure right out of the pit. So now they're far enough away. When you put these pits up and production's nearby, you gotta make sure you're about 25, 30 yards away, otherwise you're gonna experience that. It would make the job easier, but I need to have manure for the productions as well. But I just realized, got a little sidetracked with this building and everything, and we haven't finished our chores, so I'm gonna go finish off finish the chores by topping off the various chicken coops with grain and straw. Of course, the egg files barn won't take straw. I think that's something we're probably going to have to tackle tomorrow, or maybe later today if we have the money. I have a couple ideas on that. Maybe removing that barn and moving the silo in between in the gap that will be created. And then we can have a more clean, concise line of our farm. Well, these guys won't take straw either? Oh, okay, good. Don't need that in two different barns, do we? So some of you may be wondering, why don't you switch to that Transtar to haul straw instead of the Fiat? No, it holds a lot more. Simple reason is I had that I have the Transtar specially configured to be able to haul manure. And when you configure it like that, it will not be able to haul straw. Yes, we probably do have to get a larger straw tipper truck, but that'll probably be later on. It's not that pressing now. I'll make the extra trips for now, at least for this fill up. So going back to those HUDs, those mods, if you look on the left of the screen, you can now see that our production and usage has a net positive balance. If you look down here at the bottom, we're positive 580. That's including how much straw all the chicken barns use and how much straw all the greenhouses are producing. So that's very handy. I find it very handy. We can also see we have a supply in plucking and pallets of 6 days and 17 days and all the rest of them. But if you look at coup de grace, there are only 500 hens in there, so that would be why they have more days. The egg files should only have 6 days in it as well, if I could fill it up, but I can't. So anyways, looks like the manure factory is empty, so I'm going to go fill that up right now, and I'll cut you back in. Man, I like this mod, this HUD. If you look to the left of the screen, you can see I have it up for water. And you can see that these greenhouses are really sucking down the water. And we end up with a net deficiency of minus 15,000 per hour. Well, that's a problem. And that's probably why the greenhouses are kicking on and off and on and off and on and off. So we're going to fix that right now. I'm going to add some water distribution pumps. So I've handled the problem with the water. I've installed an industrial well. You'll see it behind the greenhouses when we go by there. And I don't know how much that's going to produce. It's not online yet. It's powered by the same power cells that the other pumps are allegedly powered by, but it's not performing yet. So I'm just going to fill up here and supplement the greenhouses for now, just to get them going. We need to get online. We're not being proficient or efficient right now at all. And I also turned off the water to the fermenting silo. You can see that's not on the list anymore. We don't need to make digestate or silage through that process, at least not for now. And that's where we're up. I'll see you guys back at the greenhouses. Well, I guess that was a waste of time. The Big Wet is online and it's producing 20,000 liters of water per hour. So I guess I don't need this. I guess I'll keep it around now. It's full, so I'll keep it around in case something happens in the future when we add more greenhouses. But that Big Wet is more than able to keep up with the water demand, and this is it right here. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn the fermenting silo back on as well to continue creating that silage and digestate through water. So it looks like I read that wrong. You can see in the top right that my greenhouses continue to intermittently turn on and off. The operative word about the Big Wet is it will produce. That's going to take another hour. So I have the water. I'm just going to hook up and I'm going to go ahead and put water into the greenhouses for now. These barns hold or the greenhouse, they hold a ton of water. You can say I also sculpted a little bit around there, did some terrain work. So they each have water now, but they don't have a whole lot of water. But that should be enough to carry us over into the next hour so we can start making some money. And I don't know what else we need to do today. Let's take a look. But I believe, so water's handled for now. Let's look at feed for the chickens. Food, yeah. If I look at food, they all have enough food for at least today. And then if we look at straw, it's a little annoying, but its efficiency makes up for its annoyance. All right, straw we're doing good with. Wow. I'd say right now we have accomplished what we need to accomplish for December. We've added massive efficiency to our operation. Our hen count is now 2,750, so 3,000, 4,400. Oh, the 4,400, that's a good show. Anyways, we have 4,400 chickens as of right now with the capacity to house 7,000, which we will see tomorrow. The greenhouses have enough manure and water, or at least it's going to be happening. And we'll turn our fertilizer barns back on in a minute here. I think the only thing left for me to do is grind out that straw transfer with that little Fiat tipper to the manure factory, because it looks like we need the manure is not quite balanced yet. We take a look at that and look at the balance. It says it's positive, but well, why don't we just leave it? No, when I run out of straw, it won't be positive anymore. The straw, as you see, it's only good for 4 hours yet. So I'm going to go ahead and grind that out. See, oh, well, look at that insect flour. Oh, we can get rid of the mills now. You see that in the top right? The insect flour is stopped producing because they're out of crickets, which is bound to happen. So now I guess we can sell those too. We can collect that money. Maybe then I can get a bigger tipper. Oh, divine intervention. I love it. So all right, we're completely out of the superfluous productions business. We can focus completely on chickens. I have 141,000. I know what tipper, I think I know what tipper I want to get. I'm going to go shop for that right now, and I'll show you what we end up with. Well, we didn't have to go far, that's for sure. Blizzard has this tipper that holds 48,000 liters. And I just put straw in that. Now my problem is going to be, it is quite difficult. That's a small opening on that barn. Of course I turned the wrong way. So we're going to try and fit this in there, but I don't know how much luck we're going to have. Whoops. I see, and then I turn the wrong way. Terrible at driving. Just rip the bandage off, take the shame, pull ahead and start over. Oh, this might not be any better. Goodness. This is why I don't like getting tipper wagons, because I feel like oh no. That looks like it's going to be too short. Oh, it says I can dump here. Let's try. Yep, it looks like it's working. All right, I'll fill this thing up, and then I'll be back with you to close out. And just like that, December has been handled. Straw, food, manure, and water is all good. The only thing I have to do yet, it looks like, is go back into the Peterbilt and let that tipper drop down. It's stuck. I jumped out while it was lowering once that thing was full. So I will see you guys on the next episode, and let's blow up January.